And welcome back. High Tide Theatrical's production of the Rocky Horror Picture Show opens tonight, and here now with the performance of Hot Patootie, it's Allegra Schaefer. Take it away.
Whatever happened to Saturday night when you dressed up sharp and you felt alright? It don't seem the same since Cosmic Light came into my life. I thought I was divine. I used to go for the ride, but you could go and listen to the music on the radio. The saxophone was blowing on a rock and roll show. We hopped in the backseat and really had a good time. Hot Patootie, bless my soul. I really love that rock and roll. Hot Patootie, bless my soul. I really love that rock and roll. Hot Patootie, bless my soul. I really, really love that rock and roll. Hot Patootie, bless my soul. I really love that rock and roll. My head used to swim from the perfume I smelt. My hands kind of fumbled with her white plastic belt. I taste her baby pink lipstick, and that's when I melt. She'd whisper in my ear tonight, she really was mine. Get back in front, put some hair oil on. Buddy Holly singing his very last song. With your arms around your girl, you try to sing along. It felt pretty good, cause you really had a good time. Hot Patootie, bless my soul. I really love that rock and roll. Hot Patootie, bless my soul. I really love that rock and roll. Hot Patootie, bless my soul. I really love that rock. Hot Patootie, bless my soul. I really love that rock and roll. Hot Patootie, I really love that rock and roll. Hot Patootie, I really love that rock and roll. Hot Patootie, I love that rock and roll. Hot Patootie, I love that rock and roll.
Yeah! Bravo, that was so good. I was like dancing on the sidelines. I was waking me up this morning, still trying to, get the day started. So, okay, tell me a little bit about your role in Rocky Horror Picture Show.
So I am playing both Eddie and Dr. Scott. So Eddie is a motorcycle boy, and he shows up and gets wrapped into this whole alien experience.
Okay.
And so when I was preparing for the role, I was inspired by like Elvis and rock stars and crooners of that era.
Yeah.
Because he really thinks he's everything.
He thinks he's everything. He thinks he's the star.
Right.
Yeah.
And then Dr. Scott is a German professor who knows about like very scientific, like he's supposed to be part of the UFO administration, like in the government. So,
yeah. I love these like very intense kind of descriptions of these roles, but that's what you're going to experience with Rocky Horror Picture Show. And I'm curious, we were talking in the break, you've been doing theater quite some time. So how does like Rocky Horror kind of differ? What makes the show so special for you?
So Rocky Horror, there's nothing else like Rocky Horror because the audience is so involved.
Yeah.
There's call outs. There's people who literally travel around the US to just go to Rocky Horror shows. So the biggest thing is that the involvement and like the conversation between the actors and the audience, because they have props and they throw things at you and they say all sorts of call outs and you never know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. How does like prepping for something like this differ from maybe like a more dramatic role in a different show where it's a lot more kind of honed in and maybe really no crowd interaction?
Honestly, I think it's kind of similar.
Okay, interesting.
One of the things I was saying to some friends when I was preparing for the role is that I actually love how crazy Rocky is.
Okay.
Because it kind of lends itself to also being very truthful in the same at the same time.
Okay.
Because there is so much freedom with how crazy it is.
Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. And I feel like our world is so dark sometimes, right? And I think something like this is what a lot of people need. So why would you encourage people to come and see this?
It's so lovely to have an escape from the real world because there's so much going on. So if you want to lose yourself and have a good time and just party with some people, you should come see Rocky Horror.
Come to party. I love that. Anything specifically you think audiences might take away from the show?
that being yourself and being true to who you are is so important. That's the journey that Frank is on, is like finding who he is.
Yeah.
And even though there's all this craziness, everyone is trying to find themselves in the show.
Yeah, which I think is cool because that's something that we all experience as humans, right? Like at some point in life, we're all trying to find ourselves as well. To see that on stage, I think there's a lot of relatability there. So, okay, people want tickets, more information. How do they go about getting all of that?
Go to hightidesgf.com.
Okay.
Our shows run October 11th through the 26th, and you can get tickets and everything on our website.
Okay, and I also hear you have a midnight show. Is that right?
We do.
Yeah.
So we have a Thursday, Friday, and Saturday performance at 7:30.
Okay.
And then also on Saturdays, we have a midnight show. So if you want an extra crazy time, you should go to the midnight show, dress up
There
as
you
your
go.
favorite character.
Yeah, sleep in a little later, take a few extra shots of espresso that day, and stay up till midnight to see the show. This is incredible. Okay, and if people want to follow High Tide, like on social media, how they go about doing that?
Yes, High Tide Theatrical. We're on Instagram and Facebook and all of the things.
All of the things. Okay, I love that, Allegra. Thank you so much for being here. Rocky Horror, go check them out over at High Tide Theatrical.